Next, is someone here from D'Amber Construction? I want to thank D'Amber Construction for all of their hard work also. The next gentleman who has always been there for us, he's worked very hard. He, whenever we needed him, he always came to the forefront, never hesitated, trying to put some of his own work aside. Don't get mad at him, Doc, and that's Dave Canoia. Dave, please come up here. Back there, I see Mayor O'Leary. You're not here to pay a parking ticket, are you, Mayor? I don't think so. Thank you for coming. Is David Provincial here? David? David here? David also was obviously instrumental in helping. Another one of our town employees, Donald Delsignore. Is Donald here today? Donald worked very hard outside for us, getting the drainage issue straightened out. We want to thank Donald. Is Ed Saviti here? He also participated. I want to thank him. How about somebody from G. Perillo and Sons? Is there someone from G. Perillo and Sons in here today? They did a lot of the work outside. We appreciate it. Another gentleman who helped us out, and he was never hesitated, and if he did, I would tell his wife, but she would yell at him. But he was great. He did a lot of the cement work that needed to be done, the brick work, I should say, fixing our fireplace outside, which we have a lovely fireplace which you'll see after, and some of the brick outside. And that's Gerald St. Angelo. Gerald, please come up. If you would have came here earlier, you would have saw one of our judges with a pen, kind of patching holes, those colored pens filling in the wood. I looked at him and I said, Judge, what are you doing? He says, this is the only thing I can handle without wrecking the place. But we want to thank him also. That's the Honorable Michael DeCharlo. Next, we want to thank William Dimitri, Honorable William Dimitri. Thank you very much. We donated a couple of the television channels. Thank you. And I know the judges orders is no MTV and that other crazy stuff on that, so that's good. We appreciate that. Next, another gentleman who was going above and beyond. We just put him on a few months back as our town electrical inspector, and he is just unbelievable. We needed some generators hooked up, a couple of generators hooked up at the DPW, and I got to tell you, he just went to town on it and was done within a day and a half. I still remember if he left. Is John McDonald here? John, please come up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, John, for what you did. Next is Joe DiLorenzo here, one of our DPW employees. Joe, come on up. Joe worked hard here, and Joe, did he yell at you a couple of times? Joe, just a few times? Number one. And of course, Joe, we gave you yours. I gave you from the citizens. We really appreciate what you did. There's not enough words to say what you did for us. You really delivered us to the finish line, so we appreciate that. Next, is K&B Services here? K&B Services, somebody from K&B Services? I want to recognize them. How about Keith Paving? Is Keith Paving, someone from Keith Paving here? Also, to supply some of the food today to help us out is Little Rody Hot Dog. Is there someone here from Little Rody Hot Dog that we can present a citation to? Someone here? In the back there. Another gentleman who now I think has a trade, and I hope we don't lose him. I don't know if he's here today, but he, along with Arnie and, of course, Ben Zanny, they worked hard on the floor, and that's Lou Zanfagno. Is Lou here today? No, he's not here. He's one of our municipal employees. How about Mark Perfetto? Is Mark Perfetto here today? He also helped us. Is there anybody here from Mount Pleasant alum? How about N. Valkyrie Survey? They surveyed the parking lot for us and helped us out. We want to thank them. Pat Simone, where's Pat? Is Pat here today? Pat, I want to thank you for helping us out. Thank you very much. I saw David DeMeo here from Patriot Disposal. I have to thank Joe Bonagro Jr. because if you saw the dumpsters we had here, they must have emptied them about 40 times. They never complained once and did them for us and didn't charge us, and we appreciate that. So would you come up and give our thanks to Joe? As you can see, I can just quickly address John Anderson's here and Lisa. They took a lot of stuff out of here, as you know. You want to come back here, by the way? No, you can't have it now. It's not yours. You've got your own place now. Next, I want to bring up one of our local citizens who was really worked hard, and every time I saw him, he was working. I got to tell you, and that's Paul Gershon. Paul, where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Is Paul here? Paul, come on, please. There's a representative from Providence Grass Company here. We had the as you can see, the yard's green, but it's starting to grow. There's some little peach fuzz there. I noticed that, so it's not. We want to thank him. Another gentleman. Every time he came here, he was working. I got to tell you, he worked really hard. Sometimes when Joe was sitting back and yelling at him, and you missed a spot there, missed a spot there. He was painting, and he did other stuff. And I hope I pronounced his name correctly. And he's also a veteran. I want to thank him for his service to our country. That's Raymond Jasinowicz. Raymond, you here, please? Thank you. Come right up.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you very much.
Next is Richard Gemmer here. Richard Gemmer. Another gentleman who helped out and who always steps up to the plate for us and never hesitates. I'm very honored to have him on our planning board. He's worked hard for us, and that's Sam Sousa. Sam, where are you? Is there someone here from CP Tree Service? And we have some trees cut down. And next is Troy Maddox here. Officer Troy Maddox, he also helps us out in this time order. And we have a little school buddy of mine. Is John Arabian here from Arabian Sign. John did our sign outside. If you notice, we have a sign outside, and it lights up, and it's really nice. And it's the original sign, but we've had it redone, as they say. So once again, we want to thank all of those who helped. I mean, there's not enough words for me to thank them. They worked very, very hard and to make this day possible. So once again, on behalf of myself, the town council, I want to thank all the people that came here today. Once again, if you'll file out the back door, we'll meet you in the front, and we'll cut the ribbon, we'll come back and eat. That's part of the day. Thank you very much for coming.